So, given the ongoing hostilities between the two sides, is it any surprise that Ukraine and Russia peace talks didn't get further than they did?
Well, there's no surprise at all because we can see that from the first negotiation, there's nothing improved. And I think the most important issue is that there's no compromises, or not just compromises, there's even no common ground constructed for both sides. So if there's no common ground for negotiations, everything remains as a deadlock.
Given what we know about these talks this week, how far apart are the two sides, and are there any conditions that are making negotiations harder or making it look like peace will be harder to broker?
I found it very interesting from the news about Russia's conditions in the second round of negotiation. The first one is, of course, to recognize the four regions controlled by Russia. The second one is the foregoing NATO members' commitment not to joining NATO. The third one is limitation to Ukrainians' military capabilities, but we don't really know the details because there's no details about the limitations. And the last one, I found it quite interesting. I'm not sure whether if it was included in the previous negotiations, but this time it highlighted here. It's about to recognize Russian as an official language in Ukraine.
A lot of the recent violence between the two sides has been this new type of warfare. We've seen a lot of drone attacks. What do we know about how Taiwan is preparing, given its own threat from China, for this kind of high technology warfare?
As we can see, what happened in the past 2 days about the spider web drone attacks, it was a big success for Ukraine, and it's also opened a new page on military strategy. And there are two very important things for Taiwan to think about or to learn from this. So the technology preparations are very important. For example, the satellite and also the drone control stations. Do we have all these constructions already? Have we already invested in all these equipment? Has our government already prepared for all this? And also, the second thing is about strategies because the drone attacks are going to be very different from the traditional war strategies. So, do we have any new strategies? Have we think about how to use these drones at sea? How are we going to use it? And also, on the other hand, can we predict how China is going to use it to attack us?